Welcome back to Buzz TV. I'm your host, Mike White, and on Buzz Media, we are talking to experts in the industry that are doing amazing things, and they're growing companies, growing brands, and helping customers make money. Join us today. We have a legend in the restaurant industry, Vince Burchianti. Welcome to the program.
Well, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure to see you and see the great things you're doing. Give us a little bit about your background and what led you to starting your own consultancy.
Yeah, thanks. 30 plus years in the restaurant industry. I started out actually with the Arby's in their corporate office as a staff accountant, making a strong $18,000, which was a lot of money back then. And continue to stay in that space, and very fortunate to hook up with the Sorensen brothers at Firehouse about 22 years ago, and helped take that brand from 33 retail locations to over 1,200, both domestic and international. And along the way, I love just mentoring people, and was responsible for a lot of different departments, really non-typical of a CFO, which really gave me a lot of different exposure in different spaces of running the business. And so today, Firehouse was sold, and I decided to move on and open up my own business to see where I can help entrepreneurs or even legacy brands that want to grow. It's not easy to grow. There's going to be a lot of obstacles. So that's why I'm trying to avoid those obstacles, speed to market, and hopefully save them some money along the way.
So failures equal successes. So as you grew, what were some of the failures that you experienced that helped you overcome and continue to grow? And then how do you deliver that to your customers you work with today?
Yeah, it's going to sound that you learn from your mistakes, which is really honestly the truth. But when we were growing, we didn't know anything. We were a bunch of young guys, and we did a lot of hiring of consultants. If we didn't know something, we went out and learned from it, and that's really investing in your company. Because you have to learn you have to learn before you basically can walk. And but there was definitely mistakes of avenues that we had to undo, and sometimes it's costly, but more it takes time, which again you don't want to lose time. So there was a lot of learnings along the way, but then really you fine tune the product that you're selling, and then you just multiply it and just keep rolling, and then. But you can always fine-tune things along the way. There's always room for improvement.
If you're a business under 50 locations and a business 1 to 10 locations, does the software platform you utilize change? Or the accounting software platform?
Well, it does. Yeah, they call it 1 to 10 locations. You can get away with like a QuickBooks type of a product. But yeah, if you're going to invest in your business, you want to grow it, you have to have a platform that's going to be able to support you. Especially now, everybody wants everything electronically, from billing, invoicing, banking information coming in electronically. So you have to have a platform that can handle that. And especially if you have multiple locations with register systems, you want all that data being fed obviously into your accounting system, reporting the sales, and then also all the other data that's available, talk about your customer transaction counts and such like that. So you definitely have to have software that's now with the times and is also able to grow with your business. It has to be expandable.
So if you look at a business that is just starting a restaurant, other than shame on them for starting a restaurant right now.
Yeah.
All right, so how do they engage you? I'm getting ready to open up a restaurant. Is that too soon to engage you?
No, because it depends what your goal is. If you want 3 restaurants, you probably don't need Vince. If you want to take it from 3 to 20 to 50 and then eventually franchise it, then yeah, let's set up what you want to do and make sure we have the strategy in place with goals and milestones in order to get you there. And then whatever talent we need along the way, bring them in, mentor them in order to help you expand, because you can't do it yourself. If you're doing 3 stores or 3 retail locations, yeah, you definitely need to do it yourself. But then if you want to go out go a little further on, then obviously you got to bring in the right talent. It's going to help you to get there.
All right. 3 pieces of advice you give someone that's at 10 locations and wants to grow. So free advice. What would you tell them?
You have to have a purpose of what you want to do. Every company or business needs to have a purpose. What are you doing? And that's a little bit different than the mission statement. But you have a great product. What are you trying to solve? So you have to have a product that you're trying to solve the needs of others, because that's only how you're going to be able to have repeat business. You don't want to sell one and done. unless it's a big sale, obviously, but if you want to have repeatable business, it has to be something that the consumer demands and needs. Especially in the restaurant business, people are lazy; they don't like cooking anymore, and they have to eat. So that's definitely a need, just like haircuts. You have to go get your haircut every couple of weeks. So definitely a purpose. You have to have a great product, and you have to have a demand that the consumer needs.
Excellent. Well, Vince, thank you for coming on the program and hanging out at the pub today.
I love it.
And I look forward to coming back in and digging deeper on what it takes to be successful as a restaurantpreneur and grow their brand. So
I like that very much. Thank you.
Thank you, kind sir.
Yep, appreciate it.
To find out the story of success and more about Vince and how he can help you in your business, visit us at iwantabuzz.com. We'll see you next time on Buzz TV.